of my friends say, girl, you better take care.
Good evening, Steph community here. How you doing? Hey, I got a little news for you guys. I also want to always give a shout out to you guys that have signed up to the channel and try and watch it all the way through. Smash that like button for me and definitely tell others about the channel. People, we're going through a lot of things right now, and the Democrats are running angry. They're frustrated. Trump is hitting them in every corner, below the waist, above the waist, to the nose, to the eyes, everywhere that they can work. You heard this first on Stealth Community. I tell you, this is an evil group of people. And I hope Trump is listening. Be prepared. Because he's got Modani in New York. He's got Letitia James in New York. He's got the Trump Towers at 40 Wall Street. This is Trump's property. With him hitting the Democrats in every way, making them look like a fool. I wouldn't be surprised, people, if they try and seize his property. I don't put nothing past him. The fraud that he's unveiling and the people that he's coming up with, if he does not win these midterms, they will get him out of there. One way or another. Because he is exposing them too much. And they don't want the public to know anything else. So Elon, thanks goes out to you for working on the midterms and standing behind Vance. We appreciate it. Because us true Americans need to know what is happening to our money. We need to know where it's going. We need to know who's handling it. We need to know what's going to happen down the road. Donald Trump, look out. Because these people are going to come after you, brother. Get safety behind you. Get security behind you. We're praying for you. But they're going to come at you in so many ways. I've never seen so much hatred and animosity build up for a person that's doing right. And I got one more thing to say about this Venezuela thing. Biden put a $25 million bond on Maduro. Well, Trump came in, he moved it to $50 million on his head. Now, if Obama had went over there and done it, it would be fine. Trump went over there in the middle of the night, did not get one troop injured, did not hurt one civilian. You should give him the $50 million. He did it. Didn't waste no time. And what is the difference from the Democrats wanting it done and Trump getting it done, and now all of a sudden he's wrong? Man, y'all are some crooked people. Make it make sense to me. I'm not getting it. Man, if I would have went over there and got him, give me. You got a hit on the man to take him in. Trump got the job done. He's wrong. He should have never went away. How is she going to get him if you don't go over there? Bunch of chicken. Let me move on. Doug LaFard, I believe, has passed away. Prayers go out to him. And people, we need to bring attention. FBI, DEA are working hard on, like I said, the hospital doctors who are harvesting body parts. That is coming up. We haven't heard much about it, but we try and bring it here on this channel to you. Somalians have been caught in this in Miami. In one big case, they've been caught. And these people are evil demons. And we have to be careful in whatever we're doing when it comes to being around people. I cannot stress that enough. Dems don't care. They don't care about challenging kids, their sexual orientation. They don't care about the stealing of money. And they do not want you prosecuting no one. All the things that is coming out about Barack Obama, what an evil individual. And you got people like Al Sharpton jumping up there saying, you should not prosecute a president. I don't care, y'all prosecuted Donald Trump. Here we go with this again. You prosecuted him. What's the difference? You did wrong. You did wrong. And I'm really perturbed with little Peanut Head with his elf ears. He's supposed to be looking out for blacks. But I forgot. He changed his name and sealed that right away when he came in here. Because like Kamala, he's not black. Everybody likes to holler about their black and making collard greens. And we already know what Big Mike is, so we ain't got to go there. What's up, brother? Peace out. But Jacob Fairley in Minnesota, who is the governor there, Jacob Frey, truly on the films where the young lady got shot in her car, I looked at it in 3 to 4 different angles. You can see where the ICE was standing in front of the car, and she ran right into the man. And he's saying that there was no one in the way. There was no harm. ICE needs to get out of the city. I mean, outright lying. And he's a Democrat, of course. But Jacob Frey, I mean, he's just causing more problems for his town. That's called, to me, inciting more problems. Instead of telling these people, back off, let immigration, let ICE do their job. So far as where the government's concerned, y'all are supposed to be brotherhood. Let them do their job. They're not coming after you, they're going after illegals who Biden and Harris let her come over here to the tune of about 40 million. But no, he incites it. Get the hell out of my state, he says. It's not going to solve anything. Jacob Frey. It won't solve nothing. You're inciting more problems. Now that city's on the verge of a pin dropping again. You're going to have cars turned over, buildings burned up, looting. And you inciting it when you could really jump right in there, start calming that down. Hate to see the young lady die. That's wrong for anyone to die. But she should have stayed home. Leave that alone. And I'm trying to get that out. Y'all learn from things. But no, oh, you're going to go out there and repeat the same thing. God forbid the same thing happens. Stay home. You're not here to overturn government for people that don't belong in this country. They showed that they have the receipts to show that the claims that are made against Obama are all documented, all taped. In El Shopton, you can get there and cry all you want to, because if he's done wrong, he ain't black. And if he is black, tell him to open up his records and show us. Let's just end this. Open up your records and show us. Because Obama, him and his little crony thugs, who are all devils, the Democrats, have pushed hate and the narrative of wrong from the beginning of time. Trump, Kash Patel, Elon Musk are telling it all. And Elon is putting all of it out there on X. He is pushing the news. Pretty Boy Nelson, Newsom, for the last 3 weeks, has been under the federal investigation, and he's beaten Conway Twitty, Tampon Tim, hands down. First it was 75 billion, then it was 80 billion. Him and Tim were running neck and neck. Now, for the past 3 weeks, $345 billion in California that is taken out. The taxes range from college tuition taxes, state taxes, homeless taxes, school fund taxes, and this is the largest state in the GDP to get the most money out of the government. And we're catching fraud hands down. Democrat mayors, lawyers, judges are all in cahoots, robbing America. This is a good country. Well, what is wrong with you people? I gotta take my glasses off because maybe I'm not looking in the camera right. What's wrong with you people? It's a good country. Everybody work, paying their taxes. You can really excel here. And you know what? I ain't gonna sit here and I'm a black man, I can't get nowhere. I had 4 businesses and they've done very well, and I'm sitting on my behind right now. You can make it here if you want to. And you guys ain't ruining it, you ruined it. $38 trillion and still doing it. And I'm sorry, I could give a hoot about bringing somebody over here. I'm sorry. Because everybody we brought over here have gone negative against us. Nobody appreciates anything. So why do it? Why do it? Somalians were over there starving. Like the guy said, you're freeloading Americans, only got 80 cents a day over there. He's eating and enjoying himself here. Of course, I got a film of him sending him back. But this is how you appreciate America. Work, white boy. Work, white girl. Man, where you think you at? So our taxes paying that. Ignorant fool. And this is what's going on. Does everybody want to be a rhino? You know? And ICE just caught over 2,000 criminals in Minnesota that are stealing. And Rubio said that we're also are going to put a bid in for Greenland. Trump is on the move for getting things done. This is a let's get it done president. He don't talk, procrastinate. He gets the job done. Pretty Boy Newsom and Short Hair Bassett, their approval time is coming. And Biden's rule and Harris' rule is still affecting us. That rule is still handing out billions of dollars to people that are not vetted. Shoot, Harris lost over $1.5 billion just on her campaign. Democrats love to spend at your expense. Let's look at a couple shots here before we hang up. Yeah, people, this is what these people that we bring over here do. The Afghanistans, Japanese, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Venezuelans, Somalians. Just listen to this tape. Everybody has it in mind to take over. Now, this Somalian said the first half of their little conquer to America is already done. These people in Philadelphia, Chicago, Ohio, they're everywhere. And they're able to go out and create more and have more because of what we're doing, letting them get by.
A Somali man goes on camera and he claims in a very chilling way that the partial takeover of the United States is already complete. And now they're moving on to phase 2, a total takeover of America. He says his only regret in this whole process is that President Trump may not live long enough to actually see it happen. But he says, don't worry, Trump's children will witness the dark day in history. If that doesn't chill you to the bone, this will. A woman who actually grew up in an Islamic household is now warning Americans that we are on a dangerous path if we keep allowing these people who hate this country to stay here. Like this video so this warning reaches as many people as possible, and subscribe if you're new here. Welcome. This is a moment America cannot ignore. Now, before we get to that terrifying video, let's talk about the family of the man now running political cover for all of this. Tim Walz's daughter has officially entered full meltdown mode over people insulting her family online. Now look, I don't condone slurs ever, but you don't get to stage a moral emergency over mean words when your own father called ICE the Gestapo, labeled Trump a Nazi, said MAGA should be bullied, and even suggested it was time to be a little meaner. So let me get this straight. When they do it, it's righteous activism. When it's done back to them, it's the end of civilization.
No, I'm talking about this because while my family and I are always going to be the bigger people, the president calling my dad what he did has unleashed a storm regarding offensive language towards me and my family, and specifically my brother. You can call me whatever you want. You can call my dad, my mom. When it's Gus, to the no. To the no. He dealt with people calling him that last August, and now there's a resurgence. And no, how is it okay that the president of the United States can call somebody, anybody, doesn't matter who they are, that, and then all of his freaking cult members come and attack those people and that person's family? Say what you want about my dad. He's an elected official, right? Like, that's gonna happen. I think it's utterly disgraceful that the president would do that. But then the attacks that I have seen, I have people DMing me saying absolutely horrendous things. When I was home last week, somebody drove by and screamed that we were R words. Just driving by in their car. I'm like, what world are we living in?
You know, a lot of Minnesotans are actually asking that very same question right now, thanks to your father's leadership, or should I say lack thereof. Now, speaking of not tearing people down, let's remind everyone what her father thinks about that.
Elon's on that stage, jumping around, skipping like a dip on these things. You know it.
Oh, so that's fine. All right, got it. She won't say the R word, but it's okay for him to call people names, mock them, and publicly humiliate them. I mean, what world are we living in where that counts as leadership? Political theater, though, it sure seems to run in the Waltz family.
Bye-bye, Donald Trump. We are turning the page. 52 days and we are turning the page. 52 days and it is bye-bye, Donald Trump.
America turned the page, all right, and said no thank you to Tim Walz and Kamala Harris. I mean, hopefully Minnesota has learned the lesson and votes differently in the next governor's race. But the most disturbing thing today, let's get back to the Somali man posting a video claiming their partial takeover of America is complete. And now they're working on the full takeover. According to him, Americans don't even have the right to this land.
My biggest fear in life is that this man may never witness our full takeover. Yes, he may never witness that. He already witnessed our partial takeover, our little success in America. He's old and sick, I know.
Stealing.
He may not witness our full
That's
takeover.
success.
But I promise you that his sons will witness, just like him. See, the land of free men, the land of opportunities. Tell me how you own this land. Explain to the world how this land became your land. Tell the world.
What more proof does the left need before they finally get serious about deporting illegal immigrants who openly hate America? These are the people the left is fighting to protect and keep in the United States. People who don't love our country or its founding principles. He should be deported. Full stop. And speaking of the Somali community, the news just keeps getting worse for Ilhan Omar and the Minnesota fraud scheme. Did you hear this? It is now being reported that she filed legislation that led to the $250 million being defrauded. She also held events at one of the restaurants named in the fraud case, and a Somali man.
And this is another one, people. I had Omar accepting bribe money or engaging in kickback money, and quite proud of it. And there's no remorse for it, no replications for it, because Tampon Tim allows it to happen. This is American seed money.
So it's 5th Congressional District. And we called together this press conference in the wake of yesterday's article in the Minnesota Reformer about my opponent, Representative Omar. She paid her husband, Tim Minette, $3 million of campaign money. The way her time in office has given his business access and credibility as they've misappropriated more than $1 million in money from South Dakota investors. Left workers unpaid and found funds frozen by the Office of Foreign Assets, control the U.S. Treasury Department in charge of enforcing sanctions. Unfortunately, this story is just the latest scandal in a string of new stories about Representative Omar that narrow the focus on her and bring us further from the type of progress our district and our country needs around issues that affect the lives of our neighbors. Representative Omar has used her time, her 3 terms in Congress, what many would consider the opportunity and honor of a lifetime, to divide our community and enrich herself in the process. Minnesota Reformer reporter Max Nestorak's article mentions at least 3 of the businesses that Tim Minette and his partner Will Haler started. The first was their political consultancy, which received an unprecedented sum of money from Representative Omar's 2020 race. Raised in millions, raked in millions of small dollar contributions from across the country during the election cycle. $3 million,
3 million,
3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million, 3 milli and a large portion of that money went directly back into her own house. After that, Tim Minette and his business partner, Will Haley, started a winery, a decision made when one of their marketing clients apparently offered them grapes in lieu of money. The winery left its workers unpaid and is currently being sued for breach of contract, a bizarre arrangement where they agreed to return an investment of $300,000 with a return of $900,000 just 18 months later.
There you have it. Embezzle, 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 embezzle. In money. Nobody has said a word about it. Nothing is done. Y'all remember the freeloader? This is what should happen to all of them. Ian Omar for stealing the money, and definitely this guy talking about they own, it's going to be another section for the Somalians to take over. They own Minnesota. We need to get this kind of stuff out of here now. Should happen to learn to appreciate what you have. And this is what should happen to all of them. I'm going to give you guys just a picture of what happened with the young lady that got shot by ICE. And you can make your decision on that. And you can plainly see what happened. And family, on this note, we'll play this for you so you can make your decision. I'm not going to elaborate on it. Stealth community loves you. Smash that like button. And as always, subscribe to the channel and tell others about it. I love you. Have a good day. Be careful. And keep your eyes peeled open for any and everything. Let's take a look at this and y'all have a good night.
And there it goes. We're just going to play the very initial, seconds or so there. But there's this apparent effort. Perhaps ICE was moving down the road. You can see that one, I believe it's a pickup truck. Yeah, the pickup truck, that's ICE trying to get down the road. The woman again begins with a car in a perpendicular position. I don't know how exactly that would have happened, but she did appear to perhaps be blocking ICE's progress towards a target, towards a destination. I don't know. The agents got out. They were angry. They ordered her to leave. They reached for her door a couple of times, and that is when she kind of peels out to the right, and then there is an agent right there who opens fire into the window, and she is subsequently killed. So this video will be closely scrutinized by people on all sides, investigators.
See you guys on the next one.